Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome and amazing ride this afternoon on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. Today we have with us Hayden Dukes. Welcome to the show, Hayden.
Thanks for having me.
So Hayden, where did your racing career begin?
So my family's just been racing, my grandpa, my mom, and dad, so I just took after them in kid karts.
Okay, so did you have a lot of success in kid karts?
Not really. I probably won like 1 or 2 races.
Okay, and then from there, did you move over to quarter midgets then?
Yeah, I moved over to quarter midgets, and I had a lot more success there than I did in kid karts.
Okay, and then you moved to, what was the next step for you? Micro sprints, right?
Junior micro sprints.
Okay, and have you had a lot of success on micro sprints?
In juniors, I had a decent bit of success. Restrictors, I won sometimes, and then I just moved up to A and haven't won any because I started at the end of the season.
Okay, so did you complete, one of the questions I was going to ask you too, did you compete in the Tulsa shootout this year?
No.
Nope. Okay, is that on your radar to compete in the Tulsa shootout?
Don't really know what that is.
Is that one of your plans, is to race in the Tulsa shootout? What was that, Hayden? You cut out.
What it is.
What was that, Hayden?
We should probably go inside. Sorry, you're glitching out a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that on your end too. You're froze up on my side. Okay.
You're glitching out a little bit. Sorry.
Okay, not a problem.
All right, there we go. Now I should be able to see you.
Okay. So Hayden, are you going to race the Tulsa shootout eventually?
I really don't know.
Okay. So Hayden, going into this season, what is your tracks that you're going to race on this season?
We're gonna race Circus City a lot, and a couple times we're gonna race 24.
Okay. So what is the story behind your race car number, Hayden? And what is your race car number?
So my dad's race car number was 95, and I just took after him and never changed it since.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. So Hayden, let's talk about your sponsors now. Who sponsors you on your racing team?
So Bennett Shops, Stan William, Sean Harp, Scotty Weir, and Cole helps out a lot with the car too.
Okay, are you guys looking for sponsors then, Hayden?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out here watching this racing show with me and Hayden Dukes, and you want to help him out with his racing career, reach out to Hayden or his dad, Rick Dukes, and their family, because they'd appreciate the sponsorship on Hayden's race cars to get further into his racing career. So Hayden, what is your 5-year plan with racing?
I don't really know. If I keep with micros, just gonna stay with micros, but I want to definitely move up to sprint cars.
Okay, very cool. Do you want to race winged or non-winged sprint cars?
Probably both, a little bit of both.
Okay, very cool. So if you race winged sprint cars, Hayden, you may get a chance to see you out here in the Midwest where I'm at, because we have a big race out here. It's called the AGCO Jackson Nationals for 410 Outlaw Sprint cars. So put that on your radar, or put that on your calendar to check that out sometime.
Right.
So Hayden, let's talk about who your racing hero is now.
With mini sprints, Cole Kirkman's really just been my idol for mini sprints.
Okay, alrighty. And who's your favorite NASCAR driver there, Hayden?
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson, very, very good person to look up to. He's one of my favorite race car drivers also. So Hayden, when you're not at the racetrack, what do you like to do when you're away from the racetrack?
I used to like to play soccer and baseball, but now I just love to play basketball.
Okay, basketball is one of my favorite sports also. So Hayden, let's talk now about what is the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
So when I was racing, restricted, I got into a 3 wide wreck and broke my arm.
Ooh, so were you away from the races for a little while?
Like a couple weeks, and then still with my cast on, I came back and won a championship.
That's pretty amazing and spectacular there, Hayden. Very, very spectacular. So Hayden, let's talk now. So what do you have in your race car to help protect you from getting hurt?
Simpson products.
Okay, very cool. Do you wear like a Hans device in too, or?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. So Hayden, let's talk now about, okay, when you're at the races, what do you do to stay focused to get into that race car?
I really don't do anything. I just walk around until driver's meeting, and then I'll get my stuff on and get ready to race.
Okay, okay. So Hayden, do you have any superstitions like things that you won't do on race day and things that you will do on race day?
I don't have anything I really won't do, but one time on race day, I just got ice cream, and I had really good luck from that. So I've always had ice cream when I race.
Very cool. Very cool. Ice cream is a very good, very good food. I love that. I love ice cream myself. So Hayden, let's talk now. What do you have to say to the kids out there to help get them in a race car?
I just say stay safe, look up to the right people, and have really good help.
Okay. Who's all on your racing crew there, Hayden?
My dad, Cole Kirkman, just stopped racing for us to focus on his own career with his own car and dad, but that's about it then.
Okay. So Hayden, what do you think about this whole idea of you being on a racing show?
I thought my dad was lying to me when he said I was going to be on an interview.
Well, he's not lying to you. You're here. So so Hayden, do you have a racing nickname?
No.
We've got to get you one. I am the Full Throttle rock star, so we got to work on getting you one out there. Definitely. I know some people that's got some pretty cool nicknames. That's one of the things we got to work on is getting you a racing nickname. So Hayden, thank you very much for being on the racing show with me today, talking to us about your racing career, getting to know you a little bit better. Could you, okay, talking, go a little bit before we close out with you, could you teach me something about micro sprints? Because I don't know a lot about micro sprints.
Yeah, don't really dump the clutch. You can't let it off super fast. You got to ease it in. There's what, like 3, 4, 5 years.
Okay. All righty. Okay. So have you dumped the clutch before, Hayden?
A ton.
A ton.
Just last year, I started getting really good with the clutch.
Okay. All righty. Okay. So Hayden, thank you very much again for being on the racing show with me today, talking to us about your racing career. When this interview comes out, it'll be on YouTube. So look for that to be up on YouTube. Also, Hayden, when you get ready to kick off your racing season, local wise, can I have you on here again to kind of preview us with what you got going on for your racing season?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Hayden, for being on the racing show with me today, talking to us about your racing career. I will let you go so I can wrap this up and talk. I'll call you in a little bit to thank you in person. Okay.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Not a problem. Not a problem.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a little racing news update going on here. Tony Stewart Racing has announced that his new NHRA Top Fuel Drag Racing team, which includes his wife Leah Pritchett, Matt Hagan. Leah will be driving the Top Fuel Dragster, and Matt will be driving the Top Fuel Funny Car. They are going to be manufactured by Dodge, so Dodge is going to be their manufacturer. So that's going to be interesting to see that. Also, interesting to see where Tony Stewart Racing and Stuart Haas Racing go from here on out, because they're going with Dodge for drag racing. It'll be interesting to see if they do that with NASCAR and they do that with the World of Oshman car team also. Otherwise, it'll be Ford and Dodge. It'll be interesting to see where that goes. Also, getting into that further, Eric Almirola has announced that this is his last year driving the number 10 Smithfield Ford for Tony Stewart Racing, because Eric Almirola is going to retire at the end of the year. So it'll be interesting to see if Ryan Preece takes over that ride, because Ryan Preece has signed to be a development driver for Tony Stewart Racing. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about racing schedules. A lot of people are coming out with their racing schedules for 2022, so stay tuned for that to see where that goes. But ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be interesting to see where all this whole racing season goes and see where everybody's at racing wise this year. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you have a good day. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notifications button, so when we have a new show come out on YouTube, you can check all that out. With that being said, you guys have a good day. Enjoy your lovely day. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube.